Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead by Daylight. The title of the episode is accurate. This is the premature end to the month of Myers. Why, you ask, when this video is going up? Checks notes. October 21st, when there are 10 days left in the month of Myers. I guess also known as October, but you hipsters and your naming months. Behavior put out patch 4.30 today. It introduced a bunch of the changes they were working on for the perks and all that other stuff. And with it came a bunch of different bugs, and the game is unplayable. Not even borderline unplayable. It is absolutely unplayable. I sat down and went to play a couple warm-up games, like you do before you hit record. I'm not always recording, shocker. But I sat down to play a couple practice games, trying to do, well, not that challenge, but it was a challenge before this. I just re-rolled it. I think it was like, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, I don't even remember what it was. Doesn't matter. But it was unplayable. The game was unplayable. Like, the lag was through the roof. Rubber bands everywhere. It's just like, it was a terrible time. I checked my internet. My connection is usually the reason why it's terrible. It's not always behavior or any other server's problem. This was not mine. This is not on me. My connection is perfect tonight, shockingly enough. This is on behavior and their bugs. I went on the Reddit before sitting down and I saw everybody being like, borderline unplayable, nothing's working, it's laggy, so many bugs introduced with this patch. I was like, they all say they're playing on PS4, so maybe Xbox One players are immune to that sort of thing. No, it's everybody. PC, PlayStation, Xbox, it's all terrible apparently. So, unless they fix it within the next 10 days, the month of Michael is sadly over with only 4 episodes. I planned on doing 12, I think I said originally. And then they were like, hey, we're gonna put out this patch that changes a bunch of perks. It fixes and balances a bunch of things, including things we didn't say we were doing, which I'm gonna get to because I got a fucking rage right now. Because behavior clearly doesn't know how to balance shit. Sorry for the salty language. Just talking like a sailor right now. I don't know why I turned into Filthy Frank for a minute. But it's borderline unplayable. I wanted to do 12 videos, give Michael his time to shine. And he just got 4, which sucks, because they said they were gonna, like I said, they were gonna put out the patch. I was like, okay, I might as well wait till the patch comes out because it changes things and I can test out the new perks, see the new maps, and that isn't possible because the game is bugged to shit. Speaking of perks, the build I was gonna run, I was gonna actually take off Corrupt, I was gonna take off Pop, I was gonna take off, I think, Barbecue. I like that everything is color-coded now. Thank you for cleansing my slight OCD. The plan was to run Ruin. I was gonna run Ruin, I was gonna run I think probably not Undying, because whatever. I think it's not overrated because it's still really good, but like I think everybody expects it now. I was gonna run that, I was gonna run something else, and I was gonna pick up the game is even lagging at this point, but I think that's just the game itself. I was gonna pick up Discordance. I was like, Discordance, Ruin, Monitor, and Barbecue. That was gonna be the plan. Like, okay, this is gonna be good. This might be a gimmick thing, but it might work. And then they did what they do, apparently, and they stealth changed Discordance. I remember the original patch notes, the PTB notes, and Discordance wasn't even in that list, but apparently they just changed it because they can't leave well enough alone. They do not know how to balance a multiplayer game. And yes, I understand this game will never be balanced because it's a huge reason. Now, strap yourselves in and make sure you're sitting down because you might stand up randomly. The map RNG is the reason why this game can never be balanced. You look at Overwatch, you look at Paladins, you look at Smite, you look at Apex, you look at Call of Duty. They can balance and fine-tune character abilities, weapons, abilities. I think I said abilities twice, but you get it. They can balance things that aren't dependent on the map, because they don't have to worry about the map, because it's the same fucking map every single time. This game doesn't do that. It's procedurally generated, which I guess kind of adds a uniqueness to it. I could see that. But there's so many different variations of a map that you have, it's completely random. That's why I laugh every time somebody mentions, oh, Behavior really wants this game to be an esport. Never gonna happen. Unless you lock down, like, fucking Scott Jund said it so many times. The simplest way to fix that is to have 4 or 5 different variations of a map. You load into Steel Mill. Is that? No, Suffocation Pit is the only name I remember right now. You load into Suffocation Pit 2. And you go, okay, Suffocation Pit 2 has the L and T wall here. It has Shack over here. The basement is in Shack. And the pallets are here, here, and here. And you know where everything is. And then if that happens, you can finally fine-tune perks and abilities. They're never gonna do that because they're never gonna make... They're clutching to this pearl that is RNG maps. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't mind it too much. I don't even notice it at all. Because I haven't sunk hours into this game. But they think they know what's good. They constantly question why people aren't playing killers as much, and then they go and change killer perks unnecessarily. Discordance was fine as the way it is. The old one was, I think 8, 10, and 12 seconds. If 2 people were working on a gen, at those intervals, you would get a noise notification that 2 or more people were working on a gen. Like I said, 8, 10, and 12 seconds apart. Now they changed it. Any generator within a range of 32, I think it goes up to 96 meters, that is being repaired by 2 or more survivors is marked by a yellow aura. When the generator is first highlighted, it triggers a noise notification on the gen. After the generator is no longer within range or no longer being repaired by 2 or more survivors, the aura remains for another 8 seconds. Why did you change this when it was perfectly balanced, honestly? I don't get it. Like, everything I read in the PTB notes made sense, made perfect sense. Like, Pop's nerf. Like, everyone's like, oh my god, they changed it. I think I said something about this. Like, I found myself at with Pop 3 being able to down somebody, hook them, go to generator where people are, chase them for a good bit, down another one, kick gen, hook them again, and then walk my ass across fucking cornfield to kick another gen. 60 seconds was a long time. So they lowered it to, at max, it's 45 seconds. That is perfect. I understand that logic. And people brought up, like, oh, that's the logic for Pop. Hey, just take the name Pop Goes the Weasel out of that sentence, that explanation, and replace it with Decisive Strike. Because it's the same thing that's wrong with Decisive Strike. The timer is too long, and I think they just started blocking people. I think that's what happened. They just started ignoring people. But I understood every other change in there. They also changed, I think it's in the Blood Web as well, Huntress's Lullaby? They changed it. I don't remember how they changed it, but they fucking changed it. Like, receive 2% regression penalty for missing a skill check while healing and repairing. I think there was another thing in there. There's like healing, repairing, sabotaging. Sabotaging, you don't get skill checks anymore, I believe. But they changed that. So they're just changing things fucking randomly without consulting the player base. The ones who actually play this game. Like, I think I've said it so many times, but you have a community manager. They should talk to the community and figure out what is wrong with the game and fix it. But they don't. Pat Brutal, I follow her on Twitter. A lot of cute dog and cat pics, animal pics. They're adorable. But it's like following Ashton Williams from fucking Infinity Ward. Like, when Modern Warfare was having all that problems, you'd go, okay, what is she saying? Is she saying anything? The answer is no. No, she didn't say a goddamn thing. So I'm like just having bad Vietnam-style flashbacks to that shit. Like, they don't communicate with the people playing the game, which is weird. It's so fucking odd. I don't get it. I just don't understand it at this point. I think that's what's the most frustrating thing, is that they're not communicating with anybody. It's so exhausting being a part of this community, playing this game, and knowing that they're not doing a damn thing. I don't know. I don't think they ever will, but I guess we'll talk about Mike. I'm done raging against this goddamn machine that doesn't listen to anything. Big Mike. Baby boy Michael Myers here. I had some fears playing this dude. The little time I had, again, there's a plan to play so many more games as him, but the game is fucked, and I guess I'll say it right now. The Let's Learn series is put on hold for now until they fix things. Which, to be fair, when there were bugs, no, I can't even say that. I was gonna say when there were big bugs affecting the game, they put out a patch a week later and fixed it. That hill glitch is still in the game. It's just you gotta go up a little further on those hills to get stuck now. So they really didn't fix a damn thing, but it's hard to fix things when your code is a spaghetti. But Michael here. I had reservations. Like I said at the beginning of this, I played one game with him. And it wasn't a great time. He was level 1, and I had no perks with him. I'm gonna make him puke by this. Remember Metal Gear Solid 3? That was a better game than this. You can make Solid Snake puke, and also if you left the controller during the one boss fight, the old man would just die of old age. That was a fun game. I missed that game. This is not that game. But my first game as him was a level 1. I was trying to complete it daily. I was like, oh, how hard could it be to tier up? Very hard when you don't know what the goddamn you're doing, and it's like your second week of playing the damn thing. But now, several months after I started playing, I know the mechanics, I know the maps a bit better. I really like him. He's very fun. Like, I'm gonna say more in my tier list video of who I think is the most fun killers in the game. Michael's very fun. Like, he's surprisingly fun. His only crux is you gotta get out of tier 1 as fast as possible, and sometimes, from what I've heard around the grapevine, if you're playing against very skilled survivors, they will starve you of spooky juice, whatever the hell his meter is. So I dig him. I dig the hell out of him. Like, surprisingly so. I was shocked to be like, oh my god, he is very fun. And he's fun for the same reason that Wraith, Hag, and Ghostface are fun to me. It's because he can jump scare people very easily. It's like jump scaring people in this game is living out that horror movie fantasy of being the killer. Not a fantasy. You understand? God, I'm on a watch list now, ain't I? You get it. You get what I'm saying in this 14-15 minute video? Because I gotta rage against this goddamn machine that doesn't listen Kote. Like, yeah. He's fun. That's really all I have to say about it. He's good. He's like, I think he's got probably a very, for a killer with a very low ceiling, it seems, he's like one of the best in the game, it seems. So there's that. I guess that'll do it for this update video. I guess, man, I hate that I'm making this. And not like me playing Evil Within or Evil Within 2 being like, oh man, this game sucks. It sucks that I'm making this because the game sucks in a bigger sense than it's the gameplay. Like, behavior is a problem. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to balance this game. If you work for behavior and you're watching this, I'm sorry, not sorry. Like, really, you guys gotta get better. You guys gotta be better. Like, this is a big thing. This is a very big thing. A lot of people on Reddit are bitching about this now. Let's not talk about his sexy feet. But this problem right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new skins came out with this pack. One, the only good one is the fucking Legion one, because it's genuinely like, I don't want to look at it. Like, I don't want to look at this. Like, ew. I don't like the breathing either. I don't know why, like, the recent skins that are the creepiest are like ones where they're like, and they're conjoined together. Why? Why you gotta be like that, behavior? Somebody's got a weird fetish up in there. And it's like, I don't like it. But the Ghostface one and the Blight one are, the Blight one is laughable. And this Ghostface, I was hoping it was gonna be something cool. That's not cool. And also, they gotta stop with this being a set thing where you can only, you have to buy the entire skin. That's stupid. That's really stupid. Why would you do that? I understand doing it with, like, licensed characters, but they do it with their own fucking characters. It's stupid. But you guys got 6 new high-quality skins, and that's neat. Constant content in a games-as-a-service game is key. It is necessary for that game's survival. The thing is, people want to pay for those Overwatch skins, those Smite skins, that Apex bundle that costs $40 fucking dollars. God damn it, EA. People want to pay that money for those because they know the game is balanced and playable. We are living in 2020, the worst year imaginable. It's so bad I can't even say imaginable. It's the worst year in human history. Straight up. And I understand there's a pandemic going on. I think it takes more time to build these skins, to design these skins, to code them. So, fucking Ghostface little back wings can take flight like the majestic pepperoni demon that he is. Look at him, he looks like a fucking pepperoni. These take time to make. I understand that, I get that. This skin is not for me, but I can guarantee somebody likes it. Probably a lot of people love it. But these take more time to do than fixing the game does. Like, you spent time on 6 skins when that time was better spent fixing, actually doing proper balance to the game and fixing bugs, resolving problems, beefing up your servers. So this stuff doesn't happen. I guarantee that would have been time well spent. But hey, we got new skins, I guess. Woo. Can't play them, can't see them in game because the game doesn't fucking work. But hey, Blight looks like he fucking ate a watermelon seed as a child and it finally sprouts. Look at this. God. He's the Blight now. He's the true Blight. It's honestly not that bad of a skin, I'll say that. Albeit goofy with the eye tendrils. Especially in this picture where his eye is bulging out of its fucking socket. But instead of making skins, patch 4.4, because I think we're still like 2 months out from the next killer. I think. Maybe it's late November, early December. I'm gonna assume. But instead of 4.4 being like, hey, here's more skins. Work on the game. Work on the code. Like, I understand, from what I understand, I should say, the game is a plug-in thing. They took this basic code that it was, you could just drag and drop your code into it and it would work. That's how the game first was made. And now they've just piled, like, that's why I call it spaghetti, because everybody calls it spaghetti. It's just piling Code on code on code on code. If you guys take 2 months out of your thing and not update the game in terms of content, if you take 2 months to sort through that, revamp it, because this game is not gonna fly on next-gen consoles. I guarantee that. You're making it look pretty now, and that's great, but if it doesn't run at the 60 frames that the Series X and the PS5 can run at, you're not gonna do anything. You're just not gonna do anything. So, this game barely runs at high quality on good PCs. Like, everybody's thing is like, just run it on low quality, it's fine. You guys gotta fix the game. You guys gotta fix the game. Do they not have a QA department? Because I'm pretty sure that's what a PTB is for, right? And I didn't see anybody being like, the PTB is buggy as shit. Everybody was raving about the new changes in the PTB. The ones that they announced, at least. So, I don't know what wires got crossed at full release to make it so laggy and buggy. I don't know. I just don't know, man. Like, the premature end to the month of Michael plus a rant. That's what you got in this video. Like, they're not gonna listen to me. They don't listen to anybody. Especially the smaller people who play the game. Like, they don't listen to the fucking streamers who play the game for 10 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week. They're not gonna listen to me. They're not gonna listen to anybody. It's very nihilistic in that way, but lo and behold, that is behavior. Abandon all hope, ye who play our games. Mkote, there's your new tagline. Put that under your banner. Boom. It's god damn it. It's frustrating. This game has so much potential to be great, but they just don't know. They just don't. I almost want to say they just don't care. Like, I don't know. I'm at a loss. So, yeah. I guess I'll just reiterate. The Let's Learn series is on pause indefinitely, I guess, until they fix their game. Which, again, it might be a week from now where they're like, hey, we fixed it? So, I don't know. But the month of Michael is over because of it, so... Woo! I don't even know if I should do an outro for these rants, because, like... Did you enjoy what you witnessed? You didn't really witness anything except for a fucking man losing his goddamn mind because the company doesn't want to actually be for the people playing it. They'd rather pleasure themselves than please the audience. You know, that's not how that should work. Yeah, if you, what do you think about this update? Have you had any buggy games? Have you actually been able to play any games? Because I sure can't. That's why I've made this video, because I'm frustrated that I can't play a game that I've sunk upwards of $60 into. So, yeah, and that's not on fault of mine, that is on them. But what are your opinions on the skins, on this update, them constantly stealth changing things that they don't tell you? I'm shocked they told us they changed Discordance, honestly. Surprised they didn't just pull a Respawn or a Blizzard where they just like, they change things and you gotta find it. You gotta be like, wait a minute, this ability doesn't feel the same as it did yesterday. I'm shocked they didn't just not say it. I don't know when the next video is going to be, but next time I will see you in the fog, I guess.